Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we've spent the whole day, the last 5 hours, pickling, and we put up, how many jars did we end up with? Like 75 jars of pickles. So we're going to do a fast tutorial on that. We are using my grandmother's recipe for dill pickles. Marie Jensen was her name, and this is the 4th generation using this recipe. And to do this recipe, you'll need apple cider vinegar, garlic, which you can buy in the jar like that, or peel and use, red dried peppers, canning salt, alum, how do you say that? Alum, and dill. Awesome. So my daughter is going to be my actress today on showing us how to do that. You have to start with your empty canning jars that you sanitize and the dishwasher. And then we started by putting 1 clove of garlic, 1 pepper, and a huge sprig of dill weed, and then packing it with pickles. I don't know, if you lift one of those jars up, Jenny, can you kind of show how much dill weed? I mean, it's a pretty good bunch of dill weed that you put in there. It's all on the bottom, and then you stuff the pickles as tight as you can fit them in the jars. Now, what you'll need for your sauce is a big pan, because we do so many pickles. Let me come over there with you, sis. That you're going to want to double the recipe. So in here, we have 12 cups of water, 4 cups of brown vinegar, apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of pickling salt, a half a teaspoon of alum, and then the dill weed, garlic, hot peppers, and the cucumbers are in the jars. So you bring the mixture to a boil like this, and then you're going to let it boil for 10 minutes, so it's ready. Now in 2 small saucepans, you'll also want to bring to a boil and turn down to a low simmer the lips and the lids to the jar. This is just for sanitizing purposes. Okay, and then Jenny has the tool that we got this time. It's a magnetic end, and that helps get the lips and the lids out. And then put down a washcloth or something, because this is a very messy job, and that'll hold the pickle juice drippings. And you'll need, I use a measuring cup to pour in the juice, and then we have a mixing spoon that you really don't need except for when you're mixing the juice. So what I do, and I'm going to walk my daughter through, is I get 2 jars back to back. And that way when you're pouring in one, some of the drip will go into the one behind it. And put them both on the towel. So you're going to be pouring in to this one, and then when it's dripping down, it'll go into the second one. It just helps save the juice. And this is very, very hot, so you have to be careful. And you want to take it just to the rim, because then we'll dry off the rim. So it's really going to be right there to the rim. So we'll start by that. All right, Jenny, this is her first time doing this for me, so I'm so excited. And just, you can take a couple of, doesn't have to all be in one. Use little amounts. It's boiling liquid, so you always have to keep that in mind. Now, the back end of that, you'll pour it in this one. Let me show you a trick. And then you can do it. But if you do it like this, when it's going in this one, the drippings will go in the back one. And it just saves on the juice. But however, if that's not comfortable, Jenny, do it however you want, sis. Okay? It's super hot, so don't splatter or anything. And you can see it filling up. It's coming up to the rim. And then she's going to put it all the way up to the rim. Perfect. And then you can pour the rest back in the thing. Now, put your index finger in that tea towel, and you're going to dry off the rim so you get a good seal on it. Good job. Grab your fancy tool. And you want to place this in one shot. You don't want to move it around because the rubber is hot. So you just make sure it's on there, and it is perfect. And using the same tool, get a lid, And you can put it down on the towel and dry it off a little bit if you want, but you don't have to. It can go right back on. And you kind of hold the lip. You can use your fingers. It seems like it'd be really hot, but to screw it, I mean, you can use your fingers. Because see, it's moving that thing. Oops. But you don't want the lip to move because it breaks. So take that off. And if that happens, you break the seal, just throw it back in to get it hot again. And dry that off again. Because the key is the rubber on the seal is nice and soft, so you want to stick it on there and not move it so it kind of seals to it. So it's no big deal. We'll just go back in. Do that again. And then stick it on. Perfect. There you go. You kind of have to have, don't press hard on it. Try, yeah, there you go. There you go. And you just put it till it's snug. And then give it a final. And it's okay if it pops like that, it'll still pull back down. And then we'll set that to the side and we'll do another one. There you go, your first canning, Jenny. How was that? Well, I mean, you never done the hot part, right? Actually, she's done it every year with me. She says no, this part. All right, so here she goes. I'll let her do this one on her own. And you don't have to, sis. Just move it up so it drips on that towel. It's just a little trick I've kind of picked up over the time. There she goes. It turns the cucumbers almost instantly like a dark green. Really, really pretty. I'm getting a little bit more. And if you have a cucumber that's above the lip, you can use the spoon to push it down because you've got to make sure nothing's hitting the lid or the lip when you put it on. So we might have to push that top cucumber down or take him out. Is it going to be below the lid?
I think.
Okay. Perfect. And don't forget to dry the rim. That's going to give you your seal. Good job, babe. Oh, I'm so proud. Canning is something that is not done a lot of. And like I said, this is my grandmother, Marie Jensen's recipe. She taught my mom, and then my mom's been canning with me, and now I get to can with my girls, so it makes me happy. Oh, very nice on that one, babe. Should do one more. And we're using wide mouths now, and she's got the difference is a small mouth back there, so we'll have to switch the lips and lids at that point. We thought we ran out of wide mouths. Turns out we had more, but and you can see, like in this jar, we have a mixture. We cut some in slices. We've done some jars in whole. All right, go ahead, sis. It's like the color when you first pour the juice on it, it makes it like a vibrant green. And then I usually let them sit for at least 6 weeks. And I put a little bit more juice in that one, babe. There you go. Good job. Dry it. I always forget that too. Nice. Good job. And set them over to cool. And you want to sit these out. I'm going to show you where we're sitting ours. While she's finishing those, I'll show you. We'll take one that she just did. And you can see, it's kind of hard, that in the middle, it's almost like a little mound is up in the middle. And we're going to add it. These are the ones we've been working on all day. And you want to put them, I put them on my tile floor, and we had the air conditioner on all day to keep the house cool, because that's what's going to help them. And you'll hear, that's what's going to help them seal. And you'll hear a popping noise as they seal. And let's see if I can show you one. I don't know how good it's. Okay, see, this one is not sealed yet. The nipple is still up. And then the one behind it, the nipple is indented, and that one's sealed. So what I do is I give them until they're all completely cooled. And these are kind of close. I might even go back through and put more space between them. But you don't want to mess with them too much. And then if there's still some, like maybe in the morning, that have not sealed like that one, all you do is dump the juice back in a big pot, bring it back to a boil, and you're going to use a new lip because the seal on that one is no good now, and just recan it. But you don't have to change the contents, just the juice. Dump, and I'll gather all the ones. Usually there's 2 or 3 that don't seal. Put them in a pan, bring it to a boil, and just recan those few. And we did 4 boxes today, like I said. 3 boxes, sorry. Thanks, Jenny. And we got quite a few. This will last our family. We share these with Grandma and Grandpa. They came out and helped us can, and we give some for gifts and everything. So this will last us until next season. So let's go check on Jenny. And then I have my canning shelves upstairs right now, but I have a canning room downstairs. These are my empty jars. And I'll move these downstairs, and I'll keep all my canning in a room down there. So let's check on sweet Jenny. How's it going, sis? Good. The girls have been helping me can for, years and years. And it's a process. My parents came out. Like I said, we had 3 boxes of cucumbers. And this is all that's left for the cucumbers. We're going to just dice these up and use them for salads or whatnot. And we would do an assembly line of washing the cucumbers and drying them, stuffing jars. So it took us about 5 hours to do the 3 boxes.
That looks hot.
Is that lid hot? Yeah. And she just finished up our last wide mouth. So now we just got to get, 1, 2, 3 small mouths. We got to switch the lips and the lids and bring them to a boil, and we can finish up. But here it is. That's canning. I hope that gave you some good tips and ideas. And I will put my grandmother's recipe on here. I love the dill pickles we make with that pepper in there. Have a little bit of a bite. Not too much. It's not spicy, but it's more of a bite than your regular dill pickles. So anyway, there's my beautiful daughter. So proud of her. All right, we're going to finish up here. I hope that you learned something from our little canning. Till next time. See you later. Say bye, Jenny.
Bye.